SVR IAS Online Academy welcomes you to the Current Affairs online video lectures. CommandIndia.com is our website. Under Target IAS 2016 online video lectures batch, we are providing prelims, mains and current affairs online video lectures. To get all the video lectures, visit our website CommandIndia.com. Let's start today's video lecture. Today's date is 28th December 2015. In this video lecture, you will learn the following topics. First, we will discuss about need for construction of the new parliamentary building in India under Article 81 Class 3 of the Indian Constitution. H1B and L1 visas and the controversies associated with it, how visa fee hike in H1B and L1 visa may impact Indian IT industry. Third topic we will see about. Next we will see about 26/11 attack and the role of David Headley and India-US Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. The last topic that we are going to see is nicotine replacement therapy. So let's start the important video lecture. First topic that we are going to see today is requirement of new parliamentary building for India. Recently, Indian Prime Minister visited Afghanistan and handed over new parliamentary building constructed by India for Afghanistan. There is a demand arises for constructing the new parliamentary building for India. Recently, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan sent a proposal to the Ministry of Urban Development for constructing the new parliamentary building. Why we need a new parliamentary building? Our current parliamentary building is aged one and constructed by British. So we need a new parliamentary building. Second point is that our current parliamentary building shows sign of distress and overutilization. So we need a new state-of-art parliamentary building with all latest technologies. The present parliamentary building is filled and no vacancy or no spaces available for new members. India is a growing economy with the population is increasing. At present, we are the world's second largest population, and after a decade or 2 decades, India may overtake China by becoming the world's most populous nation. So we need more space for new members based on the delimitation of the constituencies in 2026. Why 2026? Because the current delimitation Amendment Act says that till 2026 the current pattern will continue, means number of members in the parliament will continue till 2026. After 2026, new delimitation commission will be formed, and based on the earlier census, the number of constituencies will be increased based on the population increase. So new members will come in 2026. So at the time it will be difficult for the government to adopt the new members in the current parliamentary building. So that we should start constructing the new parliamentary building so that we can manage the situation in 2026. Article 81 of the Indian Constitution talks about composition of the House of the People. House of the People are also called as Lok Sabha. According to the Class 3 of the Article 81, the expression population means population as ascertained in the last preceding census. Last preceding census. Under Class 3 of Article 81, readjustments can be done. Readjustments can be done when the population increases and delimitation commission can be formed and Number of the constituencies may increase according to the population increase. So in 2026 or in 2026, the new delimitation commission will be formed, and based on the last preceding census, the number of constituencies will be allocated and number of MPs in the Lok Sabha will go up. At the time, we need a new parliamentary building. So it's a time for us to start constructing the new parliamentary building, which shows India's traditions, culture, history, struggle for independence. So that designing and construction will take a couple of years, so that by 2026 we should be ready with a new parliamentary building. Now let's discuss about H-1B visa and L-1 visas and the controversy surrounding it. H-1B and L-1 visas are temporary work visas. Temporary work visas for the skilled professionals. These points are important for the prelims examination. The temporary work visa for skilled professionals. India is the largest user of the H-1B visa and one of the top user of L-1 visas. India is the largest H-1B visa user and one of the top user of L-1 visas. In this background, first let's discuss what is H-1B visa. H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa. It is designed to allow the US employers to recruit and employ the foreign professionals in the specialty occupations to work within US for a specified period of time. H-1B visa program provides the opportunity for foreign workers to live in the US and to legally work for a total of 6 consecutive years, maximum for 6 consecutive years. And also, they can take their spouse and children to accompany them and to live legally in the US. They have to get H-4 visa. Spouse and children only under the age of 21, they can accompany the husband on the H-4 visa. Now, let's discuss about L-1 visa. L-1 visa is also temporary non-immigrant visa, similar to the H-1B visa. Then what is the difference? H-1B visa is given to only the skilled professionals. Here L-1B visa applies to the skilled professional as well as for non-profit, religious and charitable organizations. Under L-1B visa, which allows companies to relocate the foreign qualified employees to its US subsidiary or parent company. The qualified employee must have worked for subsidiary, parent or branch office for at least 1 year out of last 3 years. 1 year out of last 3 years. For example, you are a startup company, you are starting an IT company in India and recruiting employees. Some employees are worked for more than 1 year in the last 3 years. In case if you are starting a new office or branch office or subsidiary in the US, you can reallocate your employees to the US under L-1 visa. L-1 visa is also applicable to non-profit, religious as well as charitable organizations. So the H-1B visa and L-1 visas are important for the prelims 2016 examination. So prepare well on it. Why the topics coming in the news recently? There is a criticism within the US that most of the US jobs are going to the foreign individuals. So there is a strong demand among the US lobbies to curb the usage of US jobs. For that, they were demanding to increase the visa fee of the H-1B and L-1 visas. So recently, US President proposed to increase the H-1B and L-1 visa to $4,000 US. $4,000 US. It will hit the Indian IT sector strongly. So India strongly condemned the rise of H-1B and L-1 visa fee hike. India also warned the US to track the issue to the World Trade Organization's dispute settlement body if the talks with US fails. Another important point in this topic is 50-50 rule. 50-50 rule. According to the America's recent tax and spending bill, visa fee hike, that is H-1B and L-1 visa fee hike, will be applicable to the companies employing 50 or more and with over 50% of their employees in the US on H-1B and L-1 visas. Two conditions: the company should employ 50 or more persons. Second, more than 50% of their employees should be on H-1B or L-1 visas. The money coming from the visa fee hike will be utilized for healthcare requirements of the 9/11 terror attack victims in the US, to finance the healthcare requirements of 9/11 terror attack victims. India and US has two commerce bodies. One is India-US Trade Policy Forum, India-US Trade Policy Forum, and second is India-US Strategic and Commercial Dialogue, India-USA Strategic and Commercial Dialogue. Trade Policy Forum is a premier bilateral forum to discuss and resolve bilateral trade and investment related issues. Strategic and Commercial Dialogue is a primary forum to discuss the issues of mutual interest on the regional security, trade, economic cooperation, defense, and climate challenges. So we advise you to prepare well on H-1B, L-1 visas and related topics, India-US trade relations for 2016 examination. To get complete video lecture, visit our website commodity.com in the mains video lecture section. Next, we will see about 26/11 attack, extradition of the David Coleman Headley to India from US, and India-US Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. India-USA signed Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty and came into force in 2005. The treaty enhances the ability of two countries to pursue their common objectives of law enforcement, and it puts in place a legal mechanism to enable them to provide to each other assistance in connection with the investigation, prosecution, prevention, and suppression of the crime. The crimes include the issues related to the crime, narcotics, trafficking, economic and organized crime. As you are aware of 26/11 attack that happened in Mumbai, the terrorists came from Pakistan and attacked many places in Mumbai, killed hundreds of people, including foreigners, and including US citizens also killed in this incident. And US captured David Coleman Headley. He is one of the main conspirator of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack, and recently he got 30 years jail term in US for allegedly involving in killing the US citizens in this attack. But in India, more than hundreds of Indians also killed in this attack. So India wants US to extradite the David Headley into India for further prosecution. But according to the current India-US Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, it can be only used to give evidence, not for prosecution. It means even if Headley is extradited to India, it can be only used as a evidence and it can't be prosecuted in India under India-US Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. The another hurdle is that if he is also punished in India, it will amount to double jeopardy. Let's discuss about Article 20, Clause 2 of the Indian Constitution. It says that no person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offence for more than once. Same person cannot be prosecuted and punished for the same offence more than once. It is called as doctrine of double jeopardy. So because of this article, prosecuting Headley in India may be a hurdle for National Investigation Agency. So prepare well on this topic. Now we will discuss about nicotine replacement therapy. Nicotine replacement therapy or NRT. As you are aware, smoking is one of the major causes of lung cancer, heart diseases, hypertension, and smoking affects almost every organ of the body. How to avoid smoking? Recently, there is a therapy called nicotine replacement therapy. According to various experts, nicotine replacement therapy works effectively to quit smoking. Tobacco contains an addictive substance called nicotine. When we smoke, nicotine reaches the body and gives the feeling of relaxation. When we stressed or overworking, smoking gives the relaxation because of the addictive substance called nicotine. The problem with smoking is that it gives not only nicotine but whether other toxic substances, several other toxic substances that reaches the body and gives harmful effect. In the recent years, nicotine replacement therapy is becoming a popular mode to quit smoking. How does nicotine replacement therapy works? In this method, a small amount of nicotine is released into the bloodstream without smoking. Like persons are given with nicotine chewing gums, etc., so that without smoking, nicotine reaches the blood in the small amount. But the nicotine is sufficient to reduce the withdrawal symptoms of smoking. When you stop smoking suddenly, withdrawal symptoms occur, tremors, etc. the person may face. To manage the withdrawal symptoms, nicotine replacement therapy is helpful and it releases a nicotine in small amounts. Then as nicotine is slowly reduced until the smoker no longer needs nicotine. But to prepare for IAS exam from your home or while working, join SVR IAS online academy, which provides prelims online videos, mains online videos, prelims 2016 test series, current affairs videos, and mains question and answers, etc. And we won't provide optional support. Optionals, we won't provide any support. To have any query, WhatsApp 809 809 9922. It's our number. Only WhatsApp is allowed. Thank you for watching our video lecture. Visit our YouTube channel and subscribe to it to get our all current affairs videos, and visit our website commonindia.com for more updates and free MCQs, etc. Thank you.